Hey ghouls, welcome back to the Cozy Ghoul Society, your favorite place for all things spooky, sunlit, and just a little off kilter. I'm your host Anna, and today's episode is something a little different. Something older and a lot more whispered around the campfire and along the edges of a stormy shore. This week we're diving into lore stories. No Reddit threads, no modern glitches, just folklore, spooky legends, and eerie tales that have been passed down through time. So grab your iced tea, your water, and your late coffee, curl up somewhere cozy, and get ready to walk through the mist with me. Our first story takes us to the desert, specifically the extraterrestrial highway in Nevada, also known as Route 375. They say if you drive at night, especially in the summer, when the stars are bright and the roads are quiet, you might pick up a hitchhiker, a girl in a light dress, barefoot, dusty, standing just at the edge of your headlights. She doesn't talk much, but she gets in your car if you stop. Some say she whispers your name, some say she just hums. But by the time you reach the next stretch of the desert, she's gone. No door slam, no footsteps, just an empty seat and a faint smell of sagebrush. Local lore says she's the ghost of a woman who disappeared in the 1970s after trying to walk home from a broken down car. Others say she never existed at all, just a trick of light, or maybe a mirage in the desert for those who drive too long without resting. But dozens of people over the years have told the same story. But, I believe them. Let's move on from the desert to the sea, to Mendocino, California, a coastal town famous for its dramatic cliffs, foggy mornings, and ghost bridges. One story goes, in the late 1800s, a young bride was left at the altar in Mendocino. Heartbroken and humiliated, she walked out to the edge of the cliffs, still in her wedding gown. No one knows whether she jumped, fell, or simply vanished. But on foggy summer mornings, locals say you can see her, a woman in white standing on the bluffs, sometimes pacing, sometimes just staring out to sea. And get this, tourists have reported hearing someone crying softly when no one else is around. One woman saw a figure on her vacation photo that hadn't been there when the shutter clicked, a lace veil caught in the wind. The sea bride doesn't seem malevolent, but she does seem lonely. And the ocean, it seems, remembers her. Honestly, I love going to Mendocino. It is one of my favorite places to go, but I also do like rocky beaches where you can just have the beauty of the fog, the rocky shore. I actually have pictures I took in Mendocino. I should show you guys, and I should post it on Threads, honestly. This next one is from the deep in the forest. No exact location, just northern woods, pine heavy summer camp, that kind of place. They say every old summer camp has a ghost story, but this one shows up in whispers across state lines. Camp counselors swear they've heard breathing outside tents or the sound of someone pacing on the gravel. Then there's a legend of the camp whisperer. It's always the same pattern. Kids go to bed, all quiet, and sometimes after midnight, someone hears a whisper. Not scary at first, just their name. Then something else come outside. When the voice sounds like a friend, sometimes like a counselor, sometimes it sounds like their mom. Oof, it sounds like, I can't remember the name of it, but I know what I'm trying to say. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. But when they unzip the tent and step out, nobody is there. Just forest, just dark, just silence. Oh, a mimic. It sounds like a mimic. I just remembered what I was saying. But the counselors always say the same thing. If you hear your name and can't say who said it, don't follow the voice. Whatever it is, it doesn't want you to come back. Yeah, sounds like a mimic. Mimics freak me out, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't ever want to go or meet one. Just south of San Francisco, right by the water, sits the Moss Beach Distillery. It looks like a regular oceanside restaurant. But if you ask around, you'll hear whispers about her. They call her the Blue Lady. Legend says she was a woman who used to meet her forbidden lover here in the 1930s. One night, something went wrong. Some say her husband found them. Oof. Others say it was just an accident. But the woman died right near the cliffs. Since then, she's been seen walking the dining room in a long dress. Blue dress, too. Completely silent. Staff say glasses move, doors lock on their own, and the jukebox plays old songs that were never selected. Oh my god. Even weirder, the blue lady has been spotted in selfies. Oh, that would be so cool. To just be taking a selfie there, and then the blue lady's like in the background. You could be like, hey, bestie. Families say they saw her in the picture standing behind them. I still think that'd be cool, but enough about what I think. But she also wasn't there when they were taken. She's not evil, but she's watching and waiting, just trying to see what's going to happen. Tucked deep in the Oregon woods is a stretch of trails locals call Dead Man's Pass. Dramatic, right? But the stories behind it make the name feel earned. There is one tale that the hikers still passed around. Back in the 80s, a solo hiker went missing along this ridge. They say his body was never found, but sometimes people still see him. Not his ghost exactly, just a figure on the trailhead, wearing a red jacket, always a few spaces out of reach. Hikers have tried to catch up, thinking it's a lost traveler, but no matter how fast they go, they can never quite reach him. And the second they stop to catch their breath, the figure's gone. Sometimes they say they hear some heavy breathing or a branch cracking when no one is nearby. Local rangers chalk it up to stress and dehydration. But the people who've seen him, they say he's still trying to find his way out. Okay, seriously, I mean, I probably would still be trying to find people in the afterlife. I'd be like, hey, I'm stuck over here. Can you, come and help me? Please, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Who really wants to be stuck because you weren't found in the afterlife? All right, now let's visit Hawaii, where summer is eternal, and so is the presence of Pele, the goddess of volcanoes and fire. She is powerful, passionate, and fiercely protective of her land. There's a well-known belief that in Hawaii that if you take a volcanic rock or black sand from the islands, you invoke Pele's curse. Tourists who ignore this error are said to suffer bad luck, accidents, and personal misfortune. Wow, I cannot speak today. Until they return what they took. Every year, hundreds of rocks are mailed back to the islands with an apology letters. Even if you're not superstitious, you might want to think twice before pocketing a lava rock on your next tropical vacation. My sister actually told me about this, and I think I read this before, but I think I talked about this last week. Why would you take something from a place that, could haunt you or curse you? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would you put yourself in that position? These stories aren't just fun to tell around a campfire. They're a part of what makes summer feel so magical. I love that even when the days are long and bright, there are still shadows. There are still things we can't explain. Whether it's a ghostly dog like Zero, a morning spirit by the river, or a fiery goddess keeping her home safe, Summerween is a reminder that spooky isn't seasonal, it's a lifestyle. Thank you for hanging out with me on this eerie little journey. Don't forget to hydrate, wear your sunscreen, and maybe leave haunted artifacts where you found them, just in case. Next week, we're diving into even more creepy tales and haunted summer vibes. You won't want to miss it. Until then, stay weird, stay witchy, stay spooky, even in the sun. Bye, guys. Summerween.